just having a discussion with a guy on Instagram about planning his day and how no matter how much time he puts into it, well, not how much time he puts into it, but how specific he is, how he tries to account for everything, every little piece of the day, it never seems to work out fine. And I said, well, that's because, things always come up. He's like, well, exactly, things always come up. Things take longer than you expect. So I'm trying to plan my day. I'm trying to be productive, but what the hell do I do here? I said, well, what we do is actually something we've borrowed from software development, where you take the task that you have and you look at the expected time on it. So let's say this thing's going to take an hour, and you go, oh, how reasonable is it that is actually going to take an hour? If it's, let's say it's a meeting, pretty standard meeting, yeah, sure, maybe that will be an hour. So I'll take a step back. What we call this method is X factor estimating. So a little nerdy there from the software industry. And X factor estimating is how many times do you think you need to multiply the starting estimate by based on how risky it is, how likely it is to blow out. So times one hour times one for a meeting that you think is reliable. Okay, great. Maybe if it was a new customer meeting, it might be longer, a project scoping meeting, something like this, you might use X factor 2. So we tend to only try and use a few of these, X factor 1, 2, or 3, really. And plan your day using those. That allows you to account for what's going on. It also starts to give you, some insight into what tasks are blowing out, what things are taking far longer than you really think they should, and maybe those are the kind of things you want to start delegating first. It just starts to give you some proper insight into where is my time being burned, why are these things taking longer than I expect. Maybe I'm being naive in predicting them, maybe they're naturally highly variable tasks or activities, whatever it is. But every time you plan out your day or your week, or you make a project plan, try to use that method. So either X factor 1, X factor 2, or X factor 3, depending on how risky the task is. So if you've got 2 X factor 1 tasks, maybe you got, so they're 1 hour each, you've got 6 hours left in your day. You might have one that you go, oh yeah, that one might take a couple of hours. I need to plan this project, Well, realistically, this one could blow out. This could be an X factor 3. You go, could that really take the whole rest of my day? Just planning out this stage that I think will take 2 hours. But then you think back to yesterday, the day before, last week, the last time you did this. Oh yeah, it was one of those days where I came into the office and thought, oh, I've only got a couple of things to do today. And then left thinking, what did I even get done? So the moment you start to consider these, it starts to give you more insight to be able to make better decisions around your time. That's what all of this is about, is just having the information to make the right decision and use your time more effectively.